Henderson is said to be close to moving to Saudi Arabia, where he will be paid, reportedly, £700,000 a week. Well, if he moves to Saudi Arabia, he will be just the latest in a stream of Premier League players who have signed multi-million-pound deals to move to the Middle Eastern country. I am joined now by TalkSport legend, Mike Parry. Mike, thank you very much. Look, the next time that I have to endure what can only be described as a parade of woke activity, they'll take the knee, then there'll be something rainbow-infused, then there'll probably be a blue heart for the NHS, and then eventually someone will try and kick a football into that flipping goal over there and collect their millions of pounds a month. Shall I just write that all off because they're just going to sell their values down the river to move to Saudi at some point?
Let me bring you right up to date. Patrick, everything you've said is right. You know, all the old LGBT, rainbow laces and all that. That's great until, as you've just pointed out to your millions of viewers and listeners, you get offered £700,000 a week. But the latest update, which you may have not have found out about, is that Marco Silva, who is the manager of Fulham, who only 3 years ago was sacked by Everton for not being very good, has been offered £40 million on a 2-year deal to manage a Saudi Arabian football club. That's £20 million a year. Now, when those sort of figures are introduced into the equation, believe me, all your principles, all your rainbow laces, all your hopes and desires to change the world for the better go woof, right out of the window. Believe me, right out of the window. You've already told us about Jordan Henderson's £700,000 and the rainbow armband he was wearing. It all started, you know, really, with the icon of football in this country, David Beckham. Before the Qatar World Cup of a year ago, 2 years ago, when it should have been played, he accepted a deal which is reported to be £10 million a year over 15 years to promote football in Qatar. Many would say that the rules and regulations of life in Qatar are even more onerous than they are in Saudi Arabia. But let's not make any mistake about what is happening. Saudi Arabia, with its huge wealth, is sport washing the world. They've bought golf. They've literally bought golf completely. They're now trying to buy the best Premier League football in the world, which of course is here in the United Kingdom. It's throughout Europe, and they will do it because at the end of the day, Patrick, who was the famous movie star? Who was the famous movie star? I've got my principles, and if you don't like them, I'll find some more. It's exactly the way it's going.
But this is the...
I'll tell you something, Patrick. I'll tell you something. I'm not being a hypocrite. If somebody offered me £700,000 a week, whatever principles I've got, I might have to ditch them.
But also, I mean, I don't know, Mike, but I've never seen you taking the knee or parading around with a rainbow armband on and telling everybody that they need to behave a certain way and that football's a game for everybody. So actually, you wouldn't be that much of a hypocrite. You'd just end up being really, really wealthy, and that's absolutely fair enough. But this is the thing now. I look at the likes of people who, the next time they all take the knee before a game, I just think, right, stop it, get up, kick a ball around, because actually it means nothing to you. I think if you paid Premier League footballers enough money, they would burn a rainbow flag.
Yeah, I agree. The other issue I've got with it all is that I've been a huge football fan all my life. I'm a shareholder of Everton Football Club, my club for 70 years, OK? And I'm a season ticket holder there. But some great footballing talent in this country are going there not just for the money, but for the fact that they can't get a job here now. So Steven Gerrard, for instance. Steven Gerrard, magnificent footballer, a man who led football to the Champions League trophy, OK? But after having not too successful a career in the English Premier League, Aston Villa got sacked, has decided to push off to Saudi Arabia. I think it's El Hafiq that he's managing, and El Hafiq are the team that he's giving Jordan Henderson £700,000 a week to play for. He's decided, why bother trying to pursue my career in the UK?
No, exactly.
It's a really, really dangerous situation.
Absolutely. Mike Parry, thank you very, very much. The TalkSport legend.